All right, man. Wild story right here, man. I don't know how I got my earphones wrapped around this thing. The wild story right here, man. We're gonna get into, man. I'm just gonna let it roll, man. Check out the real one-on-one playlist. Check out the current news playlist. Appreciate y'all for tapping in. Let's cue it up. Warm it up, Chris. I'm about to warm it up, Chris. That's what I was born to do. All right, man. Let's go.
Troubling surveillance video shows suspected killer Josemar Cabrera passing his neighbor's ring camera as he pulls a large object wrapped in fabric.
He's dragging like some kind of a blanket with something inside. Probably he had the body in there. That's what I'm thinking.
An unsettling conclusion for Mario Sanchez, the Lancaster neighbor who captured the footage, sharing what he knew about Cabrera and his 33-year-old wife, Shayla Gutierrez, who was found dead in the Angeles National Forest 3 days ago.
I never had any interaction with the husband. He always seems like mad all the time. But with the wife, she was pretty nice.
Troubling surveillance video shows suspected.
All right, man. Here you have it. You can't do anything out here. The ring cameras are watching. The ring cameras are watching. And in my opinion, that's clearly looks like a body in there. So they found her body in the forest, and it says 33-year-old Shayla Gutierrez, a mother of three, and she had his children. Lancaster, California, was found unalived in Angeles National Forest after being reported missing last week. Investigators say her 36-year-old husband, Josemar Cabrera, originally told people that ICE had detained her, but surveillance footage later surfaced during him dragging a large wrapped object outside of their apartment complex before leaving the country. Days later, Shayla's body was discovered in the forest, wrapped in material similar to what we've seen in the video. Cabrera then fled to Peru with the three children. Authorities say he was briefly detained when he landed, but released because he has no U.S. warrant at the time. The children have since been placed in the care of their maternal grandmother in Peru. Meanwhile, L.A. County Sheriff's Detective are working with the Peruvian officials and District Attorney Office to secure Cabrera's arrest and extradition. Well, the cause of death is pending, according to the L.A. County's medical examiner office. Friend, okay, so basically, what's happening here is they gonna need him to get some DNA. He gonna need him to get. He's alleged. This is all alleged until he's innocent until proven guilty. They're gonna need this DNA, and once they're able to get his DNA, I'm pretty sure he wasn't smart enough, because it don't even like in his videos. It had gloves on. Now the thing you gotta understand is this: they put a lot of jackets on black men for being violent, but y'all don't understand, man. Y'all be like, well, why did she stay with him and all of this? She should have left. And we always ask that amongst a lot of different women in the community. But in those Hispanic communities, they are, right after God, because most of them are Catholic, they are conditioned to put their husband first and put their family first. That's what they conditioned to do. They are family oriented. They don't believe in breaking up the family. They don't believe in that. They don't believe in it. So you got to understand, they believe in sticking together. There's so many times where, see, a lot of people, black people who don't really know about the Hispanic community, who don't know, they just like, okay, cool. They seem cool. They're hardworking, but they're very nuclear family oriented. That's why a lot of them voted for Trump, is because, they don't believe in abortions. They're Catholic. You know what I'm saying? They're Catholic. They don't believe in aborting babies and stuff. So when Kamala ran her campaign on this, you know what I'm saying? when Kamala ran her campaign on that, they was like, "Oh no, that's against our religion. We don't believe in that." But a lot of black people in general, and maybe even a lot of white people in general, don't really have a lot of experiences or don't really know about them, right? And they are really conditioned to family first, to stay on code with each other first. Yeah, they may fuck a white chick or a black chick or a white guy and a black man every now and again, but for the most part, they're conditioned to stick together. So a lot of people a lot of women that face domestic abuse, and a man that face domestic abuse, they're less likely to leave. Just in general, even take the Hispanic out of it, they rarely ever leave. It got to be the other person leaving them. They'll send their brothers and who sisters over there to regulate, and then they'll be laid back up with each other. But at the end of the day, he got whatever his reason was. He didn't think about his children. He didn't think about his freedom. He didn't think about none of that. And this is disgusting. And this is what I'm here to tell y'all, young women, man. I'm here to tell y'all, men, as well, too. Look here, man. If you feel like a person that you with is making you feel this way, or you're making them feel that way, leave, man. Leave. And if you can't leave, start to financially do things so you can leave. Real talk. Because it's going to start ending like this. When you look at the laws in America where the friends, the child support court or the judicial system is favoring one person or favoring the women, this was inevitable to start happening. You see what happened with Ray Caruth, and when women, anytime you slant the laws anybody way, they're going to take advantage of it. And I don't blame women for taking advantage of it. I don't. Because if they say, "Hey, we giving out free money at the bank, you just got to show up and be a woman or be a man," who wouldn't show up to get the free money? You're supposed to take advantage. But at the end of the day, you have to understand there's a cause and there's an effect. You know what I'm saying? The cause is y'all taking advantage of men and feel like you come to America and you don't have to respect men. You can say and do what you want to do because you can leave and you can take the man's money. What you think the effect gonna be? Every man ain't gonna just say, "Up, charge it to the game, start another family, get another job, or finesse the system." No, these dudes are gonna start sending y'all to the upper room. And this was inevitable. So if they don't change these laws, you're gonna start seeing a lot more of these stories, unfortunately. So, hey man, my prayers go out to her. Hopefully her families get justice. I feel bad for the kids. You know what I'm saying? But hey, check out the Real 101 playlist, current news playlist. Hit the link in the description. Follow me on X, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Amazon, Kick, Twitch, the whole nine. Appreciate the love, support. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Peace.